Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Assalamu alaikum. Hey. How's everyone? I want everyone interacting with me today. Inshallah. With hearts, with emojis. You don't have to type if you don't want to, but we want interaction, inshallah. Aw, thank you. Alex, I wish I can. I don't know. I've tried to do a co-hosting. I couldn't. But I'm going to be working on that. But, assalamu alaikum. How are you? Miss you so much. Alhamdulillah. Okie dokie. Let's get going. So, welcome to the second live. Alhamdulillah. And last week we spoke about intentions, and how setting powerful intentions really helps with anything that you're going to be doing. And today we're going to talk about goal setting. I'm going to be using some of the information we used last week with what I'm going to be talking about this week. Mandy, I'm so happy to see you. Welcome. And stick around, and let's get going. Okie dokie. So goals. What are goals? It's anything and everything that you want to achieve in the future. So it's something you set today for something that you want to do towards the future. Okay, and you want to achieve that. Now, prior to setting a goal, set an intention. Okay, and I'd love for us now to just take a moment and think of an intention that we want for why we're here today and why we're here in this live. Set an intention for yourself and watch the magic happen. I'm serious. So let's say, and why do I say set an intention before you set a goal? So let's say, for the purpose of just giving an example, your goal is to lose weight. Okay? Now, what your intention is for that weight loss will determine the duration of your goal and when it's going to be achieved. So, if you want to lose weight for a wedding, if you want to lose weight for a wedding, then you're going to want to lose weight from now until the day of the wedding, right? What do you think will happen once the wedding is over to that weight loss journey? What do you think is going to happen? If anyone can, is it sustainable, or will it stop? Or maybe you'll go back to your old habits after the wedding. What do you think will happen? Hi everyone, very nice. I'm honored to have you all. It will end exactly. But if you decide, if you say my goal is to lose weight, and this is going to become a lifestyle change, so it's an intention with a lifestyle change, what do you think is going to happen now? What shift is going to happen when your intention with that goal changes? When the intention becomes a lifestyle change, something you want to do for longer term? What do you think is going to happen? I'm going to wait for some of you to. What do you think is going to happen? I'm waiting to read an answer. Yes, it will ensure longevity. Exactly, Mandy. And that's, by the way, what happened to my story. I used to weigh 100 kilos, people. So anyone who's listening, I used to weigh 100 kilos at some point. And I've done weight losses with shorter intentions, and subsequently my weight loss has been very short. But I've managed to keep the weight off since 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 6 years. Because when I decided to lose weight in 2018, I did it with an intention of longevity. This was going to become a lifestyle change. Okay, so this is why I really encourage setting an intention and being very intentful with the intention that you're setting. Okay, so that's number one. Okay, so number one is setting an intention and then setting your goal. Okay, what is the second thing that is really important in helping you achieve the goal? The second important thing, ladies and gentlemen, is writing it down. Okay, and from experience, every single goal I've written, I've achieved. And if you remember last week, I showed you the little thing I did. It's upside down. And I've written my goals. And see, these are some of my goals for work. So I said financial empowerment program, which I'm under now doing. I wrote this in December. I wrote this. And it's February, and I've decided to start my financial empowerment program. Membership-based book club, affiliate, commission-based work. All of this is work that's being achieved now. Okay, so writing your goals is very, very important. Have you ever done to-do lists or on a daily basis? If you do to-do lists, I used to suffer immensely from the problem of not being able to be consistent. And you'd start something and you'd stop, and who can relate? Anyone can relate? Send me hearts if you can relate to starting something and not stopping, and starting something and stopping and taking time. If you relate with me, just send me some hearts. Yep, you can. And one of the ways I've learned that has helped me with becoming more consistent is writing everything down. Okay, so writing everything down. Anyone had a positive experience with writing something down? If you've had a positive experience, that's absolutely amazing. So I write all my goals down. Okay, every single one of them. Personal, financial, career, relationship goals, everything I write down. The third thing that I do is I don't share my goals with anyone. So keep your goals to yourself, okay, until you achieve them, okay, and then it's fine. There's something about the energy of things, and there's a prophetic saying in which it says استعينوا على قضاء حوائجكم بالسر والكتمان. Help yourself to achieve your goals by keeping them quiet, by being very quiet about them. Okay, this is my uncle. Hi, Ammu. My paternal uncle. Okay, so I find it very, you never know why it's important to keep our goals quiet, but a lot of things I do in my life, I don't share with anyone until it's until it's done. The next thing I do, and I found very effective, is creating a timeline for my goal. Okay, so let's say, and again, for the purpose of simplifying, it's weight loss, right? And you want to get to a certain weight in 6 months. I will write down what I want in 6 months, and then I will divide that into smaller goals. Okay, and what I find with smaller goals, like for the major goal, is it's motivating. It keeps me motivated. Okay, so I'll say this is what I want to be doing for the period, for the first month. This is where I want to be in second month, third month, up until the point of my goal. Okay, I've done this with my work goals. So with my career goals, I say, where do I want to be in 1 year? So I've created a journal where I've written down my goals for the whole year, and then I've chunked it down to say, where should I be in 3 months? Where should I be in 6 months? Where should I be in 9 months? And then where should I be at the end of the year? Okay? And whatever I have, like let's say in the first 3 months, if I haven't achieved everything I wanted to do in the first 3 months, I push whatever I need to over to the next quarter. Okay? And this really helps you keep yourself in check. So create a timeline, okay, and create smaller milestones. It helps you gain what? I want to ask you, I was going to give you the answer, but what does this help you do? When you write everything down and you divide your goals into smaller, smaller milestones or achievable goals, what do you think that helps you do? Question for you. I want everyone interacting. I know you know the answers, just getting you out there. What does that do? Who's on? So what do you think it does? Anyone before I answer? Hi Shikha, how are you? So when we divide our goals into smaller chunks, what does that do? Okay, I'm gonna give you the answer. It helps you gain clarity. Okay, it gives you more clarity on what you're doing, and it motivates you, okay, because when you're achieving these smaller goals, you feel empowered, and you feel, oh, I'm getting there, I'm one step ahead. Okay, the next thing I do is I celebrate my wins, my small wins, my bigger wins. And there's something I'm doing with a friend of mine, and something exciting happened today. So I called her and she was asleep, and I woke her up and I'm like, we've got this. And she's like, you're so excited. I said, we need to stay excited. We need to celebrate. We need to be happy with the progress we're making and the way we're moving forward. So definitely celebrate your little wins. Okay, there's enough in our life that pulls us down. So being there for yourself, showing up for yourself, celebrating yourself is also going to help you with your goal setting. Now, I'm going to ask you a question, and please do engage with me. Can goals change? Do you think goals can change? Do you think people's goals can change? Or should they change? Yes, no, why, and? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, goals can change, true. Okay. And goals can evolve. They can, you can decide something else. Exactly. And also yes, it can change. So goals can change. They can evolve. Okay. Can you quit on a goal? Is it okay to quit? Is it okay to quit? So we know that, you can change your goals, but can you quit on goals? What's the answer? This is going to be a tricky question. It's not a tricky question, but I'm waiting for answers. Ya hala ya Mayyar. Okay, so can you quit on a goal? It depends. Definitely it depends, right? And what does it depend on? Okay, what does it depend on? Some goals don't serve you anymore, or something changes or shifts in what you think or your values. So that can change. Now, one of the things when you set a goal that you need to be doing is aligned action. Okay, action that's aligned to your goals. Okay, and not doing anything is also action, right? It's not doing anything. So when the goal no longer aligns with you, exactly. When the goal no longer aligns, and by the way, it took me a long time to get to that realization. Okay, I think, I'm like, I've always had the mindset, I'm not a quitter. I'm someone who likes to push. And then I realized it's okay to let go of some goals. It's okay to think of a different way of doing things, or to set different kinds of goals. So yes, if it's no longer useful, exactly, Mayar, exactly. And you can replace a goal with another goal. Okay. Again, like I said, it can change or evolve. So let's say it's weight loss. I wanted to do it for a wedding, but now I want to create a lifestyle change. I've enjoyed, how I look like for the wedding. I want this to become a long-term goal. So yeah, things can evolve for the goals. And it's not failure. It's not, you haven't failed, okay? And yeah. So does anyone have any questions? I've promised to keep the talks between 10 to 15 minutes and then allowing people to ask questions. So if anyone has a question, let me know. I'm here to answer them. Hi Nasreen, salam alaikum, how are you? Anyone has a question, let me know. And طبعا the recording will be here and it's going to be on YouTube. So Nasreen, we were talking about goals. And salam. Hi. Any questions about goals? So I'm going to give a quick recap for the people who just came in. So we're speaking about goals and setting goals. We said very important before the goal that you set an intention. Okay. The next thing is to write your goals down. Okay. Be very specific, and so you can gain clarity on your goal setting. Don't tell anyone about your goals until you've achieved them. And then we said create a timeline, and we also said celebrate your milestones, and there's one really important thing: focus. Okay. Mandy, how much time should be taken up daily checking in? It can sometimes seem overwhelming. Okay. Mandy, sometimes I think the way the mind works, okay, is when you don't write things down, or when you don't, how can I say, sometimes the way you speak about things, I have a million emails to go through. But if you come down to it, it might only be 10, right? So whatever works best for you, and you can create that system, that would be amazing. Okay, so for me, what I've done, Mandy, is I've created a way to prioritize. So I prioritize my goals, specifically my daily goals and weekly goals. So I say what is top priority, what needs to be done, what can wait, and I go with that. Okay. If I can show you something actually right now, is on the journal that I'm writing and I'm creating, I've done something where I did a thing with my daily goals, and let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so this is my daily goals, if you can see over here, and I've color coded them. So my red ones are the immediate priority, and then the medium is the green, and then the blue, it can wait, and that really helps me, and it takes away the guilt. Okay, so it does take away the guilt of, oh, I haven't finished everything. As long as I finish the priorities, that's very important for me in terms of what I'm doing, and how I've divided my time for the goals. But one of the things I said, remove distractions. And this is going to be our topic for next week, which is going to be procrastination. I'm going to be talking about self-sabotage. And I think that will really help with the question that you asked, Mandy, because we tend to do that. We tend to procrastinate and leave things till the last minute, or do things that are not important, which is why I did the list of priorities, or what needs to be done, and so why do we procrastinate? What is it? What is it based on? What are the things? What are we scared of, kind of thing, when it comes to achieving our goals? So this is what we'll talk about next week, and then maybe the week after we'll do self-sabotage. How does it show up in our life? How does it show up, and why does it show up? And then the strategies we can use to deal with them. Anyone else has any question about goal setting? And yeah, with Mandy, with time, I think being gentle with yourself is very important. Being realistic with yourself is very important. And the words you choose, okay? So choose words that lighten you up and lighten that task up for you. Anyone else has a question? Hi, everyone who's just joined. Can I summarize, please? By the way, the live will be is recorded, and it will be on my page, on my feed, and it's gonna be on my YouTube channel as well. But we spoke about goals, and we spoke about how important it is to set intentions, because they really help with how your goals will come to be realized. Welcome, Mandy. We spoke about, for instance, how important it is to write your goals down. And I said there's never, ever been a time where I wrote and I didn't achieve. Okay? So when I write, I achieve. It's a very simple formula. I'm very specific on what I write. I like to be very clear on what I write, because the clearer you are, the better you will achieve. And then what I do is also, one of the things I do is I create a timeline. So create a timeline for your goals, and then set smaller goals, okay, for yourself. So this helps you take the overwhelm from something that's major and big, and also gives you an opportunity to experience smaller successes, and boosts your motivation, your confidence, and so forth. The next thing I spoke about is removing distractions and focusing on what you want to do, okay? Celebrate your milestones, as we said, and we also said goals can change. If they no longer align with what you want to do, they can evolve, and you can always decide, this goal is not good enough for me and I'm not going to do that, I'll choose something else. And yeah, welcome, Mandy. I hope you enjoyed the live. Welcome. Trésor, mes petits. Okay, merci beaucoup. And see you next week. We're going to be talking about procrastination, which is putting things aside or doing things that are not, the same as what you're supposed to be doing. So instead of doing your work, you're doing something else. But you're still doing work, but it's not what you're supposed to be doing. So see you all next week, and enjoy your weekend. If you have any other questions, you can DM me on my page, and you'll find this recording on Instagram and YouTube. Bye, everyone. Take care. A pleasure.